What's up everyone, this is CyberKnight 8610, and today we have some Yugioh news over Primal Origin. It looks as though the full card list has been leaked, and yeah, it looks like we have all the OCG imports and the World Premiere cards, well at least the names for all of those. Since we have the OCG imports though, we already, because they came out to Japan already, we know like the artworks, we know what the cards look like, and of course their effects. For the world premieres, because we don't have any pictures or anything of them or the effects, because they're, they're released first for us and then Japan gets them later on. So we're just going to wait on those. They'll probably be in the Kaname blog. Hopefully, maybe we'll hear about another one later today or something. I don't know. And, yeah, we'll just have to wait until, the closer it gets to sneak preview, the closer we'll get to knowing all these cards. But in a way, we're kind of getting to see, kind of see what support is going to be for some different archetypes too, because we have the names. Like, for example, we have another Noble Knight card, Bujingi card, a Vampire Vamp, which sounds pretty cool. I can't wait to see if Vampires should be a lot stronger after this or what, because I like the idea of that archetype. A Nuclear Beast card, which is supposed to be a fusion, if I'm not mistaken, too, so that sounds pretty awesome. Noble Knights of the Round Table, sounds very familiar to a Facebook group I know. Avalon, and Escalation of Monarchs, so some new Monarch support as well. And I think Avalon, if I'm not mistaken, is supposed to be a Noble Knight card, because we're supposed to get like 4 Noble Knight cards in this set, and that would make sense, because we already have Brothers, which has been revealed. We have this one, we have the Round Table one, and then that. So I assume Avalon is the other one. Anyway, after that, we do have the OCG imports, which, of course, like I said, they've already been released to Japan, so we at least have the, Japanese versions of the cards to look at and understand these cards. Even though a few of them got some name changes. Let's see, we have Bolt Penguin for the first one. It's a normal monster, and it's actually cool that we're finally getting this card because there is some Penguin support already in this set. I believe it's Nope Penguin is the English version. I think that's the English name that we have for it. But yeah, more Penguin support, and that one's just creepy look. I mean, it has freaking electric whips on his hands, and that face. Oh, god. After that, we have Phantom Kinghydride. Thank you. Thank you, Kaname. Finally! I've always really liked this card, mainly for the artwork, and, they're, as you could tell, CyberKnight evidently likes Knight cards. And, of course, I want this card mainly for my collection, but I'm glad to see it. I might have to... I've been wanting to build back around this. I did whenever it was first revealed for Japan. Maybe try that again. Anyway, it's a tuner monster, and also its effect is this card can be treated as a non-tuner monster for a Synchro Summon. So I find it to be a pretty interesting card. It's one that mainly like for the artwork, but pretty cool effect and everything too. Level 3, as you can see. And I'm just glad it's finally getting printed over here. More number cards. Number 42, Galaxy Tomahawk. It is a rank 7 monster. Requires 2 level 7 monsters to bring it out. 3,000 attack, 3,000 defense, 0 attack. And its effect is you can attach 2 Exceed materials from this card. Special summon as many Battle Eagle tokens. Machine type, let's see, wind. Level 6, 2,000 attack, 0 defense. It's possible. Destroy them at the end of this turn. Also, your opponent takes no battle damage for the rest of this turn. So yeah, it's kind of like Dragosack in a way. I believe it's supposed to be sort of with the Mega Phantom Beast archetype in a way, or at least, it just seems really familiar to them. But yeah, I'm just glad to see another number card. That's another one that Japan has had for maybe a year or so. I don't know. It seems like they've had it for a while. Rose Archer. Seems like we're getting a lot of, plant cards here and there. We got a few last set as well. And let's see, this is level 3, 1000 attack, 100 defense. During either player's turn, when an opponent's trap card is activated, if you control a plant type monster, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard and negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it. Yeah, another interesting card, and yeah, I can't wait to see what that card, if that's going to be useful or not, if people are going to use that. I'm pretty sure it's going to be censored too. As you can see from our, remember that. Yeah, of course, this one is kind of unconfirmed. We know that the card's name will be Shogi Night, and this is kind of my guess on what they mean, to what card it's going to be. Because this one makes the most sense to have its name changed to Shogi Night. So this is what I think the card's going to be, but the name Shogi Night is 100% confirmed. The card that I think it's going to be, it really isn't, but I mean, it would make a lot more sense if it was this. Anyway, it is a Earth level 3, 800 attack, 400 defense, and its effect is when this card is normal summon, target one set card in your opponent's spell trap card zone, look at that target, and if it's a trap card, destroy it, otherwise return it to its original position. When you destroy a trap card by its effect, by this effect, you can activate the following effect. Special summon 1 level 3 earth monster from your hand in face up defense position. Another one's pretty cool. I like these Shogi-based cards too. I think they're kind of neat, and I think it's the Line monster archetype if I'm not mistaken. So I'm glad to see that we're seeing more of these. I think there's still a few more, too, that we're supposed to get revealed. And I guess they have that number monster that works with them as well, which we'll be getting in the manga pretty soon. Is it this year, or Yeah, I don't know. I think it's this year that we'll be getting that later on. See, after that we have Gimmick Puppet Destroy, another Gimmick Puppet card. I think it's the last one that's been, you know, actually printed that we don't have yet. And just as creepy as the other ones. Level 4, 1,200 attack, 2,000 defense. Its effect is you can target one Gimmick Puppet monster you control, destroy it. This effect can only be used once while this card is face up on the field. When this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, special summon up to 2 Gimmick Puppet monsters from your hand. Another one sounds pretty cool. It's one I need to test out. I really haven't tested it out because I've been trying. I have a TCG build of the deck, and I'm going to have a deck profile on that very soon. But, yeah, I hadn't really tried this one out. I'll have to try that out in, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro or something before it comes out. But I might end up adding this one. Not sure yet. Don't have too much opinion on it yet, since I hadn't tested it out too much. ZW Selector Mail. A card that I've been wanting over here for quite a while. I think it's a pretty cool ZW. It's, you know, one you could at least use one of with ZWs, and, I really like the artwork of it, too. I just think it looks cool. Anyway, it is level 4 light, 1,000 attack, 1,000 defense, and its effect is you can target one Utopia monster you control, equip this monster from your hand to, or your side of the field to that target. It gains 1,000 attack. When the equipped monster is destroyed by your opponent's card, either by battle or by card effect, and sent to the graveyard, as a result, you can target one Utopia monster in your graveyard. For summon that target, you can only control one ZW Selector Mail. I think I'm saying that right. Selector Mail? Something like that. It's another one that's welcome. I'm glad to see it come out for that reason over here to TCG, and one that I want to test out because I'm wanting to revive my ZW deck that I used to use before, mainly because all the new Utopia support, and I'm hoping that we will get the, you know, number 99 and then the Beyond the Hope Utopia card later on too this year. Hopefully they'll be pretty soon because I would love to do an update on that as well. And again, another number card. I'm wondering how they're going to censor this, or I wonder if they will. You know, because it's the skeleton, so I don't know. You never know with Kaname. You know, things that you wouldn't think would be censored do, so I'm just kind of wondering how the artwork's going to change on this. Hopefully it doesn't. I mean, I think it's one of the coolest looking number cards. Anyway, I'm mainly one for my collection, but let's go ahead and read off its effect and everything too, because it has a pretty cool effect. Let's see, 1,800 attack, 0 defense, rank 3, requires 2 level 3 monsters to XC summon into it, and its effect is once per turn during your opponent's turn, you can attach 1 XC material from this card, special summon 1 Phantom Token, Dark, Fiend type, level 1, attack 500, defense 500. While you control a Phantom Token, your opponent cannot select this card for an, or target this card for an attack. This card gains 500 attack for each Phantom Token you control. So it's kind of like Dragon Sack, sort of. You know, that's what it reminds me of the most too, and again, mainly one from my memory collection, but it's one I would love to test out and see what I can do. It's a pretty cool one. Galaxy Dragon. One that I was actually going to do a video on sometime soon. I was thinking about it. Well, I guess now I don't have to because it's actually going to be printed. Let's see. It is 2,000 attack, 1,200 defense. This card can only attack Dragon-type monsters. If this card battles a Dragon-type monster, negate that monster's effects during the battle phase only. Also, this card gains 1,000 attack during the damage step only. Yeah, it kind of, you know, it becomes like a, I guess it's sort of like a younger Photon Dragon, that's what it looks from the artwork, and it's just a good counter, I guess, for dragons. You're just able to run them over and negate their own effects, which is kind of funny, making it to 3,000 attack as well. So I do like that, how it, you know, like gains full power like a Galaxy Photon Dragon, or even kind of like Blue Eyes, you know, having a 3,000 attack. So yeah, again, a very cool card. Mainly went out for collection, but I'm wondering if that could be side-decked against other Dragon decks too. But yeah, it's a cool card. And then our last one. God, there's so many effects to read off. This is kind of like Shogi Night, where I'm not really sure if this 100% confirmed. The name, again, is confirmed. We know we're getting a card of this name, but I believe this is the Japanese card that will be turned into this name and be brought over here. Anyway, it is 100-Footed Horror, which actually makes sense for it to be this, like, centipede monster. I forgot the Japanese name, but it's what is it, Hell Centipede? I think that's right. Anyway, let's see, it is, of course, a level 7 monster, 2,600 attack, 1,300 defense. Its effect is, if your opponent controls a monster and you control no monsters, you can normal summon this card without tributing, but its original attack becomes 1,300. New card for skill drain decks, I guess, right? That's really the only thing I could think that you could use it with. Possibly some kind of insect deck or something. But yeah, what do you guys think about all these cards so far? Hopefully we'll have info on the world premiere sometimes later on. I mainly want to hear about those Noble Knight cards, but that Vampire card and a Glare Beast card seem pretty awesome too. And the Monarchs. I do want to build Monarchs when the Mega Ryza Monarch does come out. But yeah, tell me what you guys think. Of course, thank you for watching. Remember to comment, rate, and subscribe. Of course, all the info in the description. And yeah, I can't wait for a sneak preview. That's going to come out, let's see, sneak preview I believe is May 10th, but let me scroll up and double check so I don't give you guys the wrong info. It is, yeah, May 10th and 11th. So be sure to check out, see if any local comic book stores or card stores around you are having a sneak preview, and be sure to check it out. It's a lot of fun to do that. I think it's still like $20 of course. You get 5 packs and then a promo card, definitely worth it. And then the pack itself will just be released on May 16th. So if you don't go sneak preview, you don't have to wait too much longer. As always, thank you for watching. Remember to comment, rate, and subscribe, and of course, I will catch you guys later. See ya.